On today's menu is a simple and easy Chana Dal, a quick and easy zucchini recipe, and a stir-fried masala bitter gourd recipe which you want to try even if you detest having bitter gourd. I always start with the dal. I soaked in water about a cup of Chana Dal, also known as Bengal gram dal, for about an hour. Pressure cooker out, and I am using my instant pot today. I added 3 cups of hot water, a teaspoon of oil which prevents the dal from foaming up, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Pressure cook for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, allow all the pressure to be released naturally and only then open the lid of your cooker. And here is my darling little beau giving me company in the kitchen. While my dal is getting cooked, I will chop the zucchini. And I will take this time to thank you all for all your support. Your comments and your feedback after trying my recipes is really very inspiring for me. It makes me so happy knowing that my videos are helping you to try out cooking Indian food in your kitchen. This is why I started this channel, so that I can make cooking Indian food seem less daunting for you. If you learn the proper techniques of anything, it will start getting easier and easier with each day. Thanks to each one of you, even if you do not feel like leaving a comment or you may want to just watch silently. Thanks to you for being there and silently supporting me. Love you all, my dear friends. Okay, heat a pan over medium heat with a tablespoon of oil. Once the oil turns hot, lower the heat and add 1/4 of a teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1/4 of a teaspoon of black mustard seeds, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of sesame seeds. Immediately add the zucchini and stir on medium heat from time to time. The dal is cooked, so let's move on to the next step to make it delicious. In a pot, add 2 tablespoons of oil over medium heat. Then add a teaspoon of cumin seeds, a dry bay leaf, and a dry red chili. Add half a teaspoon of hing, that is asafoetida, but it is optional. Hing helps in digestion and also brings in a nice flavor to any vegetable or lentil curry. Add the cooked dal and allow it to come up to a boil. This recipe calls for a teaspoon of sugar to balance the flavors, but it won't be turning your dal into a dessert. I also added a teaspoon of finely grated ginger. Allow this to simmer on low heat for about 6 to 10 minutes. Back to the zucchini. When it starts getting a few brown spots on them, it is spice time. Half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and a good 1 heaped teaspoon of the bharwa masala that we made yesterday. I will leave the link to that video in the description box in case you've missed it. I added just half a teaspoon of salt as the bharwa masala has added salt in it. Zucchini takes very less time to get cooked, so cover it just for 2 minutes. Here the dal is done. I added some chopped coriander leaves and then heat off. The zucchini also is done. Coming to the bitter gourd recipe. If you are someone who doesn't like the bitterness of bitter gourd, then peel off the surface and then sprinkle some salt on them and let it sit for about half an hour. Then give them a good rinse under tap water and proceed with the recipe. Personally, I don't like to get rid of that bitterness. Just like what is an ice cream without any sweetness, similarly what is bitter gourd without any bitterness? But that's just me. I heated 2 tablespoons of oil and the bitter gourd enters the pan. Add about half a teaspoon of salt. Cover it on medium-low heat and stir it from time to time. Then again, it is spice time. Half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of coriander powder, and half a teaspoon of cumin powder. Cover it on low heat, stirring it from time to time. When you see the bitter gourd getting a deep brown color on them, it is done. But in between you have to do a cover on and cover off a couple of times and stir them. They turn so crispy and those spices make them very, very yummy. My husband is not a fan of bitter gourd, but this is the only way I can make him have it. Bitter gourd helps in lowering the blood sugar levels. It is anti-inflammatory and has several other health benefits. Okay, so this is what I packed for my husband's lunchbox today. Rice, simple chana dal, stir-fried zucchini with bharwa masala, and stir-fried masala bitter gourd. Please do give me a thumbs up if you liked watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.